Good morning. Good morning. Good to see you. Good to see you. Thanks for jumping in. Hello, hello. Sorry about the lack of audio. You know, let me say something. I'll tell you, in all my time doing this, which is quite a while now, in terms of like editing, in terms of streaming, in terms of like this whole gig, basically, anything to do with audio is my least favorite part of it. Anything to do with audio. Literally just the audio, the sound in general. Can't stand it. Can't fucking stand it. There's always something. Oh, there's too much echo in this room. The microphone quality's not good because the microphone's shit. Oh, you accidentally changed one setting and now your microphone's changed to your PS5 speaker instead of the microphone that you bought. It's always something. There's always something. Cursing you to background noise? That's not a curse. That's a blessing. Appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the new emotes, everybody. Well, there's two, actually. There was meant to be three, but for some reason, one of them is pending. And it's a little bit of a special emote that got held back. Though the popcorn and Glock ones, I mean, they're excellent. Thank you very much to our resident sheriff and artist line. The special one that got held back and is being reviewed it was originally going to be a bit emote, so for like 25k bits or something like that. But you can't add animated emotes as bit emotes for some reason. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that is. I didn't even know that was a thing. So it's instead going to be a tier 2 emote, I think, because that's. It's such a lavish emote that I think it has to go in some higher tier, either through bits or the tier system. So it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. So how many tier 2 do you have? I'm actually not sure. I know we have I think we have literally like 1 or 2 tier 3s. And I'm an asshole for not remembering who that is. But I'm not sure how many tier 2s. I think they're both pretty uncommon in general. Thanks for the 2 bits there, ladies, man. Hey, look, you're on your way. You're on your way to that Eyezayar stream emote battle pass. This is crazy. But yeah, so that's the emote news out of the way. In the last, week, we have added how many emotes? It's kind of insane. There's at least, 5 or 6 new ones. It's wild. I don't know. It's a ridiculous amount, and mostly thanks to Line, who has blessed us with his beautiful creations. And honestly, as simple as the whole Eyezayar design, if you could even call it that, is, I think it translates really well into just small emotes, because it is just basically a block of 3 different colors most of the time. So yeah, I mean, this is big stuff. We're moving up in the world here. We're moving up in the world. All these are new this year. Yeah, I mean, look, we've made strides. We've made strides. How did we meet how did we make a 300 sub goal? What was that? Are my alerts not working? How did that happen? Nobody even subbed. Maybe from resubs? I'm not even sure how that happened. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. If you log into Twitch Tracker, you can make your subs public. Are you meaning in terms of, who is sub to me? Is that what you mean? Off-screen sub, maybe? Yeah, possibly. Whoever did that, I don't know. Maybe it was the Void itself. You're right. Whoever that was, man. I guess thanks to all of you. There wouldn't be 300 if it wasn't for everybody here. So thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. That's huge. I know it looks like I reset the goal very quickly, but I believe that's automatic. I'm not just okay, cool, next goal. I'm not sure. I think it just well, maybe when I end the stream, it updates the goal. Hello, Lego Luke. Good to see you. Let's jump in here. Looking to make a little bit of progress today, at least. I'm not going to stream too long because I would like to put a dent in this editing, but it's going well. And yeah, hope you enjoy the new emotes. One more emote left from me, kill a moth, then I'm taking a break from them. I don't blame you, dude. You've been like, you do a lot of like art in general in your... Oh, I'm talking
Hello,
about
Eyezayar. I've been watching on YouTube, but now I can catch streams. Just want to say you are one of my favorite content creators and always make me laugh. Thanks for the great content.
Hey, Milo, thanks, dude. That's such a lovely message. Appreciate you, fella. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate the generosity, man. I hope you continue to enjoy the streams and the videos I've got coming down the pipeline pretty soon. Thank you very much, Milo. Why do the DS2 streams keep avoiding me? I'm not sure, Alexa. I don't know. Maybe there's it's some cosmic coincidence. I don't know. God, backwards Eyesore looks so cursed. What have you done, so? Oh, you're pitting them against each other now. This is terrible. Every day they were nice to do after animating and drawing game assets all day. True, true. Yeah, how monotonous does some of that get? Like, just for the more menial stuff. I'm so fascinated by people who self-develop video games. Like, it's, man. Like, making videos is one thing, but a lot of it is, like... I know a lot of it is the same with game development as well, but, like, videos is a lot of window dressing. Like... The presentation only has to really be, it only has to look good skin deep. Like, behind the scenes doesn't have to work, really. Like, if you take a look at some of my editing timelines, they are very messy, they are very disorganized, and it's all basically held together with duct tape and saliva. Like, it's crazy that it even works. But with a game, like, you have to have this whole operation behind the scenes that actually works. And I know I've heard game devs say before that their thing is held together by duct tape and saliva as well, but I don't know, it's just like that added layer it actually has to have proper functionality. That sounds like terrifying to me. So I'm always very impressed. Painted so many bushes. Oh yeah, the environmental stuff would be crazy, especially for like a more like if you can't really, like, if you're drawing every asset. Goddamn. This stream is held together by Raven and Coke Zero. You're goddamn right. The occasional Pepsi Max, you know, who could really say? All right, let's jump in here. Appreciate you stopping in, everybody. And whoa, this chair squeaks at the weirdest times. It's actually a really silent chair, but sometimes it lets off a bit of steam, I guess. Let's go, man. I'm looking forward to this. The recording button is not working again. Interesting. Oh, is music not playing either? This is a disaster. Okay, OBS. What is this? What are you doing here? I'm just gonna have to let OBS ride for a second because it's freaking out. Just give me, like, it'll probably take like a minute or so to work itself out. We can hear tunes. Oh, that's good. Here it goes. She's back. All right. Jesus. I know that I'm running pretty low on CPU space, so I don't know how much that affects performance, but any tech whiz want to tell me how much having, like, only 5% of your CPU left can affect the functionality of things? Probably quite considerably, right? I've got, like, 10 gigabytes left. It's probably not good to be running a whole stream video editing softwares, recording in high quality. Probably not very good. Hey, Milo, thanks a lot. Sorry, some of my alerts aren't working as well. Thank you for the gifted sub. I can't believe Alexa wasn't subbed. The hell is going on here? Appreciate you, Milo. Thanks, dude. Tell me to finish Lego Movie 2 100%, please. It's so dull. What's wrong with it, James? Is it just like one of the more soulless sort of feeling ones? What's the most soulless Lego game, in your opinion? It's cool, like... I don't know, like, I've always been interested in Lego games in general, but I haven't played, like, the bulk of them. Streaming and making videos and stuff has really revived my interest in the genre, I think. Hey, Pizza Sauce, thank you. Good to see you. Good to see you, dude. Thanks for the follow. Lego Batman 1, you're crazy. You're crazy. You've got... look, I'm not going to be the... You got problems, brother. You got problems, brother. I don't know who's going to fix them. It's going to take some doing. So sorry I've not been in chat recently. I was still on vacation. You're forgiven. You're forgiven. I'll let that one slide. Don't let it happen again. How dare you go on vacation? I mean, we look. I'll forgive you this one time, I guess. Wait, did you say sourced or soulless? I said soulless. I said soulless. All right, let's jump in here. I set all of the audio stuff up previous to the stream, so hopefully we can have a smooth... Yep, we're in. Dude, the expertise, it never ends. It never ends. I was going to say something. I can't remember what I was going to say. That didn't help. I asked what the most soulless Lego game is. Like, I hear a lot of arguments for, like, the Lego Avengers game, which I have played a little of, like, one of them. I think it was the Age of Ultron type one. But I hear that... Oh, there's like a Lego movie game. Yeah, Lego Movie 2 that's bad. Is that the one? I hear some... Yeah. I hear some bad things about some. And the thing is Lego games are so simple as it is. And they rely heavily... Like, a lot of the heavy lifting for Lego games in terms of the enjoyment that you can get out of them, a lot of it's done by, like, the simplification or, like they cartoonify an entire franchise. Everything's like a caricature, and that's kind of fun to interact with. Everything from the locations to the characters themselves and the themes, it's all, what's the word, caricaturized? I'm not sure if that's a word, but you understand what I'm saying. That's like most of the appeal. And so when you have like a game that doesn't even really nail that, like it's not really capturing the essence of the franchise or the property that they've made it about, it falls apart. Because you can't really rely on the gameplay to be the draw, or at least like you can't put as much weight on that leg of the chair, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Lego Rock Band? I never played that. Never played that. Feels like a baby game for babies in the worst way. Yeah, that's unfortunate, James. I love Disguised Yap streams. Yeah, let's make some... I don't even have my hands on the controller right now. That was wild. I'm so sorry. Let's get down to business here. So, take a little bit of inventory. All right. So, we're at 106 mini kits. Oh, lols. Thanks a lot, dude. Appreciate you, fella. Congrats, Corrupt Tower. I don't even know what that poll was for. What was that? Appreciate you, lols. Thanks, man. Thanks for sticking around for so long. Been here since the return of the streams, man. Thank you. Yeah, I'll do a little mission, I reckon, Panda. But here's the thing. Oh, Lemon Pepsi versus Lime Coke? Who won? I love how I'm speaking to them like, people. Who? Who was it? Is Corrupt Tower like the Dark Tower? Don't get me started. It is not the tower that is corrupt. It is the one who climbs it. Come on, get with it. You sligged? What the... Dude, the floor is not even that wet. I'm starting to think this might be an insurance claim or something.
Guess what I voted for?
Appreciate you, lols. Thank you, dude. Thanks for the 100 there, Lemons. Thanks, guys. Thank you very much. Pepsi at 19 and Coke at 4. Look, Lime Coke's really good. Lemon Pepsi, I feel, is the underdog. But Lemon Pepsi was really good, and I tell you what, man, it's no longer standing. It's out. Lime Coke is in, Lemon Pepsi's out. Shout out Wings Up. I mean, we could never forget. That's all we got. It's Sliggery, dude. You got to be more careful, or careful, as some people say. Yeah, Lemons. I mean, if you didn't vote for Lemon Pepsi, I would say that would be an ultimate betrayal of your people. But yeah, it's a shame. It's kind of like when they got rid of I didn't like this as much, but it's kind of when they got rid of Code Red.
Pepsi Max better than all.
Pepsi Max better than all. Pepsi Max is great, man. Pepsi Max is just your standard. That's the baseline, right? Thanks for the 100, man. I mean, it's all giving us stomach cancer, but at the end of the day, if we're gonna vote for any, like, you know, Pepsi Max is pretty great. I can't, like, Pepsi Max and Coke Zero are two different two different vibes to me. Like, I definitely enjoy one more than the other, depending on the day. He yapping? All right, Tony. I'm going to get into it just for you, brother. Okay, so yeah, taking a little bit of inventory here. 106 mini kits at our 150. We've got every single red brick. We've had every red brick for a while, but still pretty nice to see. Nearly every bread meter, which is pretty monumental considering how important that is to the series and to the boys themselves. 155 out of 250 gold bricks. This is easily the grindiest part of the process so far, but you know, it's pretty good. Most of them aren't too painful. It's mostly the obstacle coursey sort of ones where you have to grab a suit and then climb a tower, which are the sort of main annoyances, but overall not too bad. And of course, 42 out of 50 citizens in peril. I mean, we just pick these up as we go, really. So no problem there. Sitting on 8 Billy. 8 bills. 8 Bilsons. That's pretty big. I'm really happy with that. I'm glad we got the multipliers in the beginning. We don't have to worry about money at all, and we haven't had to. 67.9%. It's looking good. Let's keep going here. I'm going to jump in with a mission. And I can't remember what we're up to. It might be... I think we did this one last. Research and development. So we're playing Down to Earth now. Bro is rich. We're beating the broke allegations. Come on, come on. Does this game have side quests that is introduced in a... Is it? No. So, side quest stuff is introduced in Lego Batman 3, I think. At least from my understanding. Multipliers out the wazoo, that's what I'm saying. Actually, thanks for reminding me as well. I gotta enable all of that. Including vine grapples, because who's gonna stop me? I mean... Man's gotta enable the vine grapple, you know? It's kind of by law at this point, right? Am I recording? I am. I've been recording for 8 minutes and we have done literally no progress. So let's get it going. How much bread will he collect today? That's a good one. That's actually really good. What are the options on that? I would click on it, but it'll alt-tab the game and doesn't like that. Really doesn't like that. Oh, you were asking like what Lego game actually first introduced side quests? Yeah, I don't know. I'll take your word for it, Phantomaniac. Lego Lord of the Rings. That sounds about right. Lots of praise for Lego Lord of the Rings, actually. Alright, Down to Earth. I don't even really remember what we do here. Golden Duo? You stink. You stink. If you give me Zod one more time, I might have to stink you out. I don't know. I don't even know what that means, but it could... I'm guessing it's not going to be too good for you. Did I? No, we didn't do this. Yeah. Alright. This is just Smell Town. You know, your typical... I mean, this is the type of thing that gets cut out of a video for the most part, you know? And I imagine that the 100% video will be no different. Unless, I mean, like, what do I do for this mini kit here? Can we acquire Captain Boomerang before the stream ends? And appropriate my people? I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh, we have a Brucey as well. Alright, good. I was worried we might be Clark only, which is just not really acceptable, is it? Alright. Wait, do I have to get, like, maybe the helicopters? I'm scared about moving on in these missions, but they usually make it pretty obvious what you need. Yeah, like, I've got 6 of the mini kits in this mission. I'm sure the other ones that I need will be a little bit more obvious that I've missed them. You should make Captain Boomerang the last thing to do before 100%. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards, just as like a form of protest, I think. That makes sense to me. There we go. 7 out of 10, beautiful. Nice start. Kind of going to be hard to predict. What's the bread cap again? I really thought the bread cap was like 4 billion, but we've clearly far exceeded that.
I'm trying to watch your streams more often, but it kinda ain't working anyway. Hope you had a nice day so far.
Oh, thanks, hi guy. Appreciate it, dude. Or perhaps Higgy. Thanks, dude. Thank you very much for the 4 months, man. Thank you. If hopefully the stream works out for you, but if it doesn't, hopefully you can catch up with the VOD. Thank you very much, man. Okay, let's have a look here. I don't think I need any other mini kit in this area, so we should be sweet. Yeah, still, so far, really fun process, this 100%. I'm enjoying it. No complaints, really. What do I need to destroy here? Are we just getting closer? I forgot about this. Oh, right. Yeah, this is a great mission. This is actually really cool. The one thing I will say about this game is in terms of having missions that are like where the level is actually in motion, like much harder to do on the PS2, I suppose, but they do it really well in this game. It adds a surprising amount of variety, I would say. Why is Clark a vehicle? It's just how it goes, man. But yeah, so I mean, probably not possible on like Lego Batman 1 to the same extent, but they really utilized the next generation of consoles. Let's Lex this one up. Let's Lex it, dude. I mean, why not? Why wouldn't we? Why? You know, it's a humbling experience to go hairless. I think this is a good idea for us. I mean, we're sitting on $188 million just in this mission alone. I think, you know, having a few less follicles is probably a good thing for us. Take us back down to earth, you know. I think that can only be a positive thing. What a beautiful level, dude. What a beautiful level. Like oh my god, that is absolutely wonderful. Where's this other mini kit at? What a great experience. Are these... Hopefully I didn't miss something. Hopefully they're just on the ground. What a short and sweet, easy process to getting the mini kits in this level. That's wonderful. That was fucking sad. I'm not gonna lie to you, that was pretty sad. Magnet on left foot? Is that right? Ah, you're correct. Possibly. What is this? What is this meant to be? Is that metal, maybe? I don't think so. I don't think we do anything with this, to be honest with you. Oh, or is it glass? It might be glass. I really wish they would make it a little bit more obvious which is which. I don't think it is, though. Nah, we're good. We're fine. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to watch this stream in a VOD later. Got to go this time around. See you later, Spidey. Appreciate you, fella. Thanks, dude. 213k on 1B plus. What are we talking about? I missed something? Let's just continue. I mean, it's at the start of the level anyway, so... Hey, do you mind? Oh, do I need Bruce's suit for that? Okay, whatever you say, brother. Let's pull Arthur out of the bag then, I suppose. That went wonderfully. Come on. Arthur can do this. We've literally confirmed it. Why is he being difficult? There we go. Cool those brickies down. How are we? We're good, Lewis. We're doing well. How are you doing? Alright. I suppose we have to do this. Let's, hopefully... Why is it being difficult? Just shoot the goddamn missile. Thank you. It's really not that difficult, brother. I'm clearly going to be moving on here, though. So what is this? What is the go? Surely, like... Why is this game like this? Why is this game like this? Did you just witness what happened? This is why we get stuck. Oh, damn. I tell you, they try to degrade you mentally with this game. I'm telling you, that's the goal. That's what they're trying to do. Oh, thanks. We got the Sparrow. Should I call my... Oh, I thought that was a helicopter. I was going to make a GTA Online joke. It wasn't going to be very funny anyway. So that's okay. That's alright. You can miss out on that one. You're not missing much. That's alright. Hopefully none of these are, like, missable. I won't be very happy if that is the case. This reminds me of that part in Crash Bandicoot where you fly the plane. I think it's the sound of the gun. There you go, man. 10 out of 10 mini kits. We don't even have to play any more of this mission, which is a shame, because this isn't the... There's a lot more to this mission, right? How much are we skipping here? That's actually kind of insane. Don't we, like, crash and stuff? Or is that actually it? Oh, I guess I'm misremembering. Oh, well, that was good. That was a nice, short and sweet one. Good stuff. Add it to the pot. Wrath of Cortex sucked, but it had some awesome blimp levels. Yeah, it's, See, I played a lot of Crash when I was a kid, but the two games that I played the most were the two games that people consider to be relatively bad. Like, I played... The Crash games that I played the most... It was actually 3. I played, Wrath of Cortex, Twin Sanity, and Nitro Kart. And all 3 of those are criticized for being, like, buggy, unfinished, not as good. But, man, they have such a sweet spot in my heart, honestly. Twin Sanity has kind of had a resurgence in popularity recently. Yeah, it has had a little bit. I think it's, like, a little bit... People take it a little bit easier on it now. They don't give it as hard a time, because it did have some really, really interesting, like, redeeming qualities. Nitro Kart has a cult following. Yeah, again, like, I feel like over time, especially, they've been appreciated a bit more. Because, they just are, like, really fun games. I think, like, Twin Sanity definitely has some jank that makes it frustrating, but... And I think when you're playing it, you can realize how much potential wasn't seen all the way through, which is a shame. But overall, like, that game has... I feel like Twin Sanity has a vibe to it that's, like, hard to match for a Crash game. It had like you know when the sauce isn't perfect tasting, but it's a unique sauce that you can't get anywhere else? That's kind of Twin Sanity. You know, it had that unique sauce, which is good. There's something about, like, the general look and vibe of something like Crash 4 that doesn't entice me as much. Twin Sanity had this almost, like, disturbing element to it. I'm not sure what it was. Which is probably not a great idea if you're trying to make a children's video game, but... Crash Bandicoot's always kind of had a slightly disturbing vibe to me. Like, does that make sense? I mean, he's literally a science experiment gone wrong. It's always had that sort of edge to it, which I feel like is kind of not acknowledged enough in the general art direction and vibe. Like, even the villains are pretty grotesque when you really think about it, and their backstories are pretty sad. Twin Sanity and Wrath of Cortex were made by Traveler's Tales before they made Lego Star Wars. See, the games they made weren't perfect, but they had sauce. I mean, Lego Star Wars, from memory, playing the original Lego Star Wars, I mean, it's a saucy experience. The marinade gets all over the place. I mean, it's good stuff. So yeah, it's a shame. Alright. Let's do another mission since that was a pretty short one. Gonna try and save the yaps for in-between progress as much as possible, because I don't want to yap too much through the levels themselves. Underground Retreat I remember enjoying quite a lot as well. Not many missions I hate in this game, honestly. Not many at all. Like, there's missions in Lego Batman 1 that I genuinely hate. I don't know if I feel that strongly in a negative way towards any of them here. I don't really know. We'll have to see. They gave me Zod again. What's their beef? We already have Superman. What are they trying to do here? Give me Basil and Moth. That's what I want. I want them together. I want a buddy cop movie, essentially. That's what I want. Your yaps are interesting, to be fair. Well, I appreciate that. Thanks. That's very sweet. Maybe, I mean, look, the yaps are inconsistent. Sometimes I'll talk about something that literally nobody cares about, and that's okay too. Alright, yeah, so I have good memories about this level. I really enjoyed making the episode of Bruce and Robert that this is from. Like, I remember editing through this area and having a good time with it, which is always nice. There's definitely some episodes that were way more difficult to make than others. A lot of the time, like, difficulty, since Bruce and Robert isn't a terribly difficult series to make, a lot of the time the difficulty came from not wanting to make that type of video at that time and just sort of like forcing myself through it. Obviously still trying my best with it, but just maybe not being in the mood to make that sort of thing at that time definitely makes a video harder to make. But this is a great level. We've got a Jobler here. Actually, I don't think he can just straight up interact with the electricity, right? Oh no, he can. All right. I thought like if there was electricity already on there, he couldn't do it, but never mind, my brain's small. What else is new? What else is new? Is this the level where Clarky draws a penis on the ground? It is. The peak of comedy. Some people have compared me to, like, I don't know, Eddie Murphy in his prime. I mean, some people even say, I don't know. I hear names like, I don't know, look, George Carlin, they get thrown around. I mean, I'm in the GOAT conversation for sure. I mean, like, when Superman drew a penis on the ground, I was really pushing the limits of comedy in general. The Adam Sandler of our time, exactly. I've watched Click, so I studied that movie. Some people, yeah, you know, I'm in the GOAT conversation. Amy Schumer, you know, Joe Rogan. You know, some people might even put me up there with Big Brendo. I mean, like, you never really know what could happen. Click was saddest. Yes, Click is a terribly depressing movie. Jim Carrey who? I mean, I've never heard of him. Not since I turned up on the scene. Yeah, Brendan's up there, line. Oh god. Brendan's up there on the comedy tier list for sure. I'm up there with Conan, dude. Me and Mr. O'Brien, I mean, we catch up for coffee and just talk about the fundamentals of comedy all the time. I give him some pointers. I say thanks, no thanks to his pointers because I'm already comedically perfect. It's a good relationship. You know? I smile and nod when he tries to give me advice. That's just how it goes, right? Alright, let's bomb this real quick. I said I wasn't gonna yap during the levels themselves. Come on. Alright, Jobler. Get in there, fella. Starting to think our hit streamer is lying? I would never. Don't you understand that people on the internet never lie? It's a place of pure truth. It's incorruptible. Incorruptible or uncorruptible? The ins and uns always get me with certain words, to be honest with you. It's definitely a weak point for me. Sometimes the in sounds better than the un, and the un sounds better than the in certain situations, even if it's not correct. You know? His Twitch partner, he legally can't lie. Exactly. You can trust 100% of the things that 100% of the Twitch partners say. You literally have to do none of your own thinking. They only ever tell the truth. It's good stuff. It's really wonderful. All right, so hang on. What am I doing here? How much of this can I just skip? I'm always interested in that, but I've been sort of just playing by the rules to avoid any confusion. Like, because when you go too far, sometimes it fucks you over. But we've definitely got something over here. Can I just fly in there, maybe? That'd be pretty sick. That'd be pretty... I mean, hey, look. That'd be pretty swaggy. No? Alright. Oh, is this a Lex thing? There's no way that's... I'm seeing those little sparkles, but... No, surely not, right? Those sparkles are... I mean, is this Superman, maybe? No. What is this? Do I need to unelectrify this? Oh, those represent the electricity? Really? Oh, I see a Lex thing right there. Jesus. Sorry. Tunnel visioned. I get really tunnel visioned playing games on stream. Like, to be honest with you, never particularly untunnel visioned in my life, but especially when I stream, it's particularly egregious, I would say. How do we only have one mini kit so far? That's crazy. Well, two now, I suppose. Silver linings, you know. Drink your water? That's a fantastic idea. Poor eyesight, get the glasses. You know, to be honest... Hang on, let me take a sip of this tea. To be honest with you, I think since I've been spending so much time in front of a screen, since like in the last 4 years or so, 5 years, especially with like editing where I feel like I don't blink for, especially if I'm editing like something like a thumbnail or something, or making something in Photoshop, I just feel like I don't blink. I feel like my my long distance eyesight has become significantly worse. I'm not sure if it's just eye strain or what's going on there, but yeah, I feel like it's degraded significantly, which is kind of terrifying. I mean, I'm only in my early 20s. Like, I shouldn't be worried about this. Yeah, it's not good. Take care of your eyeballs. All right. Can I do this? Yeah, I can do this, right? Yeah. I need to brew it up. Strain, your eyes are sore. It's all connected, dude. It's all one giant conspiracy. 20s, I thought you've been around since the beginning of time. Well, I just, you know, I have a story so as not to scare people. I'm not trying to, you know, make you rethink your understanding of the world and the universe as we know it. If I announce that I'm truly ageless and I've been here since the beginning of it all, I was the beginning of it all, then you know, some people might get scared away. And I'm trying to grow this stream, so I don't want to do that. Want to have as many people in here as we can get, you know? Spread as much entertainment as I can. I don't want to go scaring the audience away with that, you know? I mean, like, unfortunately, all it takes. This is how inconsiderate and, you know, intolerant people are. You announce that you're an ageless, you know, cosmic being, and all of a sudden nobody wants to watch you. It's terrible. Only 20s and you're at this level of comedy? I know. Look, I've studied hard. I've come a long way. They put me up the greats. I'm on stage right now. This is actually recorded in front of a live audience. I heard you say ageist. Yeah, dude. Some of my look. When you're a cosmic being, age is age is just. I was gonna say age is just a number, but no. When you're a cosmic being, hey, you know what? You know, we have evidence of that. Edward Cullen, he wasn't exactly putting forth a very good example for everybody. Jesus Christ! All right, look, comedy genius comes with a few pitfalls apparently. Check your whispers. This joke has to stop. This joke has to stop. We cannot keep referring to Twitch whispers, all right? One day we're gonna have a Twitch employee in here just checking what the new partners are doing, and we're gonna be talking about whispers. I'm gonna lose my contract. I'm gonna lose my affiliation. They're gonna say you can't stream here anymore. You're talking about our greatest controversy. It's gonna happen. They don't know you, little bro. Look, you don't understand. I'm having lunches with the CEO. I'm making big decisions out here. Jesus Christ. No more whisper talk, alright? You can whisper amongst yourselves. Alright, anyway. Let's get back to business here. VIP Dynamo immediately. Yeah, me and Dynamo, we've been hitting the comedy clubs, you know, he just has an understanding of these things. He just gets it. He just gets it. Anyone want to whisper with me? I'm 44 and ready for fun. I also have a mustache and a mullet, and I can be seen walking around in public with a bulletproof vest on. Pretty crazy. All right. Anyway, relax yourself. What do we do with this again? Oh, it's an Aquaman thing. I forget that these are technically like. What a weird thing. I love like it's such a weird task to have Aquaman do. Like, I feel like this entire game, like any involvement with Aquaman is almost degrading to him. Like, he's being relegated to the graffiti removalist. Like, what? It's such a strange activity to give him. They could have given him literally anything else, but this is it. It is very strange. I don't know how that came about. He's a janitor. He's a pressure washer. He's got a successful pressure washing business. And yeah, and he can't even do it half the time. He's fucking borderline useless with it. So, anyway. Oh, this is an interesting one we haven't seen yet, though. This is a good one. I like that. But yeah, I don't know. It just feels like vaguely insulting to him. It's a weird thing to have him do exclusively, because you have to remember he basically has no other use. Like, I suppose you could argue you use him for the goop, but most of the stuff that involves the goop requires Robert's hazmat suit because he can actually shoot the goop. Phrasing, but you understand what I'm saying. Yeah, it's very weird. It's very odd. We need Ivy here. Oh, never mind. Okay. I can just fly over the train, but that's cool too, I guess. And he's not in the story. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, his only purpose is to be the janitor, basically. It's pretty disrespectful. He deserves better. Alright, let's, go invisible here. Dude, we're out here solving puzzles, man. I mean, you've never seen anything like it. I'm sure. I'm out here doing it better than the rest of them, you know? Surely we can basil this. I'm so sad that, like, I know I've already mentioned this, but the original use of basil, which was to jump into locations you shouldn't even be able to get into. Like, if we had the original double jump with basil here, we would be able to clear that train, you do realize. But it's gone. It's so disappointing. Like, I think Harley has the original basil. It doesn't feel as good, though, you know. Nah, see, I just feel like the original basil would clear that super easily. It's a massive nerf. I don't know what the devs were thinking, but anyway. Like, I guess we can get a semi-basil here. Like, pretty cool, but again, the OG, he could have performed that so much cleaner. It's a shame. It's honestly quite depressing, to be honest with you. Anyway, what can you do, right? Harley's jump slam goes hard. Let me have a look at that. Let me have a look-see here. Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing. Nice, thanks for informing me of that. Who was that? Who was that? Why do I lose messages so easy? Phantomaniac. Thanks, dude. I've never seen that animation before. I'm enlightened. Yeah, the basil nerf will be studied. Like, in the years to come. That one's gonna get broken down. Forgot my brother just grabs the entire train. That is crazy. I mean, I'm happy for him. That's great. He's been working on that grip strength. Basil 4-hour YouTube video essay. In a post-TGB world, look. I've always wanted to make an obscenely long video essay about something that's, like, extremely menial. Like, and not exactly pad it, but really just break something down to its, you know, to its finest minutia for absolutely no reason. I really want to do that, but it takes a long time. Especially, like, it'd be a little easier if I could just fill it with, like, 95% fluff, but I kind of want it to be watchable as well. So, but I do want to do that at some point. Just like, I don't know, some ridiculously, needlessly deep video essay about something, not even obscure, but just something you wouldn't normally see. Like, I can't even think what I would do for it, but like, for example, Lego Basil. Like, imagine just like a 4-hour breakdown of something like that. I don't know. I don't know what you would do. Makes me respect those video game lore analysts. Yeah, like, Skin Theory is a great example. Like, that's the type of vibe that I'm talking. Like, with something that's just, you could almost just brush over it and completely disregard it, but it seems to have a strange amount of substance. Soda Cola is actually probably the move, because there's a surprising amount of Soda Cola lore out there. You just have to dig a little deeper. 4-hour Skibbity breakdown? Yeah, I won't be able to be first to that, unfortunately. Somebody's already working on that. I really, really want to make the Soda Cola video, but I want to do it. I want to do something actually funny with it, so it's gonna take some time. And yeah, again, TGB after Bruce and Robert is the main focus for now. So I don't want to, like, this is the reason why my plans for the year kind of changed in terms of, like, going from wanting the fortnightly uploads being the main sort of, like, the main goal, to sort of reevaluating what exactly I want to get done in the year. Yeah, that's why that kind of shifted. Like, because I just kept finding myself wanting to work on, like, a big project, but then always having this monkey on my back of, like, having to, you know, finish TGB. It's hard to pour your entire self into a big project when you already have a big project you know you should be doing, you know? Is basically the short version of that. Monkey on my back is that's usually used for addiction, right? You understand what I'm saying, regardless of what silly phrase I use. Post TGB world sounds ominous and apocalyptic, even though it's not. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. You gotta watch yourself out here. Anything could happen. But yeah, and like, I would be, I've made jokes about it as well, but I'd be lying if a little part of me didn't also just want to have a little bit of a clean slate moving into like GTA 6 and stuff like that. Again, I'm not really interested in being super involved in like the content rat race for GTA 6, because you know that there will be one on a scale we've never seen before. Like, if I'm going to make something on it, I want it to be an attempt at something that's like original and interesting, not just to be first to a bunch of things. Like, man, the Kwebbelkop revival is gonna go insane. But yeah, so like, if I'm gonna make something, it's gonna be something like, it has to have something to it for me. But yeah, just having, like, in terms of TGB and Red Dead 2, like, finishing TGB within that Red Dead 2 era is kind of like, I suppose it doesn't matter that much, but it would just be, that's how I would prefer for it to go, you know? It just makes the most sense to me. Sorry, yapping again. I don't know how we got onto that. Hopefully that's interesting to somebody.
Do you wish that you never started TGB so that you had more free time for other videos?
Hey, thanks for the 100, Connor. No way. I'm very proud of TGB, and I have some big plans for it. It's probably the most significant thing that, like, I've ever made before, and especially, like, because I can see all the behind-the-scenes stuff of, like, all the various bits of planning and stuff. It's definitely a thing that I'm proud of making. I don't think the channel would be what it is without it as well. It adds, like, an element of to the channel that I'm, like, glad is there, you know? But thanks for the 100, man. Yeah, TGB, like, lets me, like, work on a bunch of different skills that I'm really interested in. That other videos don't really work out as much, you know? So yeah, it's really cool. I wouldn't trade that at all. There's the citizen in peril. I don't know what she was in peril from. She was kind of just standing on the tracks, hoping somebody would come and save her. I guess maybe she needed permission to leave the underground subway tunnel. I'm not sure. That was strange. But I'm glad she's doing well. I'm glad we could be of service. Are you ever going to replace yourself with AI and content farm? Oh, for sure, dude. For sure. Who actually even enjoys human creativity, right? Why would I want anything to do with that? No way. Human expression? How about L? How about boring? How about outdated and silly? You know that we can spawn way more slop with AI. Where do I go here? Is this even something? I guess something to do with the electricity. Thought we went the other way, but I guess that was just for the mini kit. Oh, something here? What is this? Oh, what? Oh, it's the fucking green wall, Eyezayar. That might have something to do with it, brother. Might have something to do with the giant green wall. You know the green wall that signifies that you can use your X-ray vision? It might have something to do with that. Open your eyes, dude. As the great Commissioner Gordon once said, in the year of our Lord 2022, open your eyes. Come on. You need an instruction manual? Keep them open. Before I head to bed, I'm handing out the homework to watch the Australian knockoff episode of Rick and Morty and confirm if it's accurate. Oh, you mean Bushworld Adventures? You think I haven't seen Bushworld Adventures? What sort of a person would I be? We're going to Bendigo. We're going to fucking Bendigo, Morty. You've got no choice. I'm gonna kill you. Very accurate. Typical, like, father-son relationship in Australia. That's, yeah, that pretty much, that to get me fucking cube. I forgot about that. Oh, not the cube, dude. Yeah, I mean, like, look, you've always got, like, a parental or like, a grandfather or something that's always looking for a cube. It's, that's usually how it goes, man. They really hit the nail on the head with that one. If your grandfather hasn't taken you across Australia to Bendigo to collect a cube, then you haven't you're not Australian. That's like a rite of passage for us. That's basically our, like, that's what it is to become a man, basically. Your grandfather takes you to Bendigo to collect a cube. And that's just how it is, man. You don't like it? Well, you got no choice. 1 hour drive to Bendigo, you reckon? Go for it, lols. That's not even, that's good. That's not even, I mean, how do you think, like, the people in Tasmania, they gotta travel quite a while. Pretty crazy. I imagine Eyezayar father as an eyesore with some sort of bushy mustache. If only, dude. If only. He's way scarier than that. Huh. I altered me portal gun, so it's a real gun. God, that video has some great one-liners. Holy hell. I completely forgot about that. Man, that's a great video. Fuck, that's a good line. That's good. What were they cooking? That's good stuff. Good old, what's his name? I'm so bad with names. That's Michael. That's Michael Cusack, I think. I remember before Bushworld Adventures, there was Siggy Butt Brain. Now, if you haven't watched Siggy Butt Brain, I'd like to hand you some required reading, or I guess required watching in this case, and this will be on the test. You need to go and watch Siggy Butt Brain and its sequels, please. Because if you don't watch those, you don't really have a grasp on the rest of the material. So please go and do that. Is that the show with the stealthy fucker? No, that's also, that's next term. We'll be learning, we'll be delving into that. The course will get a little bit more complicated from there on out. You're always pocketing my lighter. Yeah, that's, see, look, some of you are more ahead than others. Some of you have already done your research. Alright. I really enjoy this tool that Lex has. The Deconstructor is... I've said this before, I wish they did a little bit more with it, like enemies that you could only kill with the what is it? Whatever it is. This device. Is it the Disruptor, the Destructor? I can't remember. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. Some sort of like enemy that can only be taken out with this would be the Deconstructor, that's it. Yeah, something like that. That would be cool. Do I need to do something else with this? That would involve requiring villain levels. I mean, I'm even talking about like maybe these types of enemies only show up in free play or something. Just to replace some of the enemies with a different enemy type, and then, yeah, I don't know. Could be cool. Maybe it makes no like story sense, but I always watch your vids. Cool to see you streaming. Hey, thanks, Rivia. Appreciate it, dude. These enemies are a fucking pain in the ass, dude. Wow. Thank you, man. Glad you enjoy the stuff. Alright, there we go. Oh, he crushes it. Nice touch. Good stuff. This is a great level. This is good stuff. They know how to cook. Like, again, no... I can't think of a level I feel particularly terribly about in this game, but maybe I will have my memory refreshed. I do think that as good a level as...
Is the Castle and Big Les show this term or next term?
Oh, Big Les show's definitely next term. We have to get through Siggy Butt Brain first and its companion episodes. For sure. They aren't ready for Big Les show just yet. I hope I didn't miss a mini kit in there, Jesus. Thanks for the 100 there, Rolls. I don't believe I did. Where's the sheriff? You know, sheriff might be asleep. It's pretty late for the sheriff. The sheriff's here, never mind. Watch your back. Watch your back, dude. Don't go committing any misdeeds now. He'll get you. He'll fucking get you. Alright. Let me just, look. At the end of the day, what are we doing? We should be flying. We can skip literally all of this. We need to be enjoying ourselves here. Alright. Okay, I don't think I did miss any minikits, so we're good. Let's, go through here. Here's another example of the moving level aspect. I mean, they've done this so well. Really spices up what could be a pretty samey looking mission. It makes it a little bit more dynamic, you know? I'm impressed. I thought that I wouldn't enjoy this 100% process as much as Lego Batman 2, but I've been, as Lego Batman 1, sorry, but I've been proven wrong, which is good. Happy to be proven wrong. Wait, I do need to reopen this, right? I'm kind of... One thing I am kind of disappointed by is the magnet not working. Fly up? I just tried that. Didn't it close? Give me purple emotes? You don't even know what you're talking about. He knew what he was talking about. He knew what he was talking about. Alright, so this is a situation where, once again, we are all going to collectively forget what was just said. Okay? We're going to collectively forget everything that just happened in the last 20 or so seconds. Alright? I think that's a pretty good move. I think that's good. Short-term memory loss. There you go. We went a little too long-term on Dynamo. He's now forgotten who he is. This will have terrible ramifications for the rest of his life. What have we done? What have we done? Alright. Hey, Ludacris, you're bringing up conspiracy theories in the chat, brother. You will be silenced. What is a skibbity? He's forgot. I mean, look, he's basically missing his gross motor skills at this point. Somebody help this guy out. You can fly? I know I can fly, but you can't fly over this electricity for some reason. Once again, look, don't ask me to justify... We're going to forget the last 25 seconds, alright? It's going to feel a little strange to have such a sudden lapse of memory after the last one, but I need you to do it for me, okay? Look, haven't I done stuff for you too at one point or another? Wasn't there something that I did one time? Can I call in a favor, please? There's got to be some sort of favor I can call in, right? You know, phone a friend, you know. Is that it? Please let me out of here. All right, we're done. That's too much embarrassment for one stream.
Drake.
Quoting Drake's way more embarrassing than that. I don't know, Robbie Bands. You got to watch yourself out here. in 2024, what's happening here? Hey, thanks for the 100 bits though, dude. I'm willing to let it slide. Not to go on a Kendrick Drake yap again, but it's extremely fun to me to go through the entire beef in order. So from like that until the Heart Part 6. And I've got like, there's some community made playlists that actually like put them all together. When you listen to that beef in order, so like close to each other, I think you realize just how devious Kendrick was. Like he was reading some fucking Sun Tzu before all this went on, right? Like he was my brother was bouncing. Let's just put it that way. I don't know what the hell he smoking on top fives. I was gonna ask what he's smoking on, but it's pretty obvious. He's smoking on top fives. Burn that hard drive. Oh my god, oh my god. He's been foreshadowing for so long. Oh god, I've just had more realizations. Hits you like a train, dude. Anyway. He hit a devious lick, exactly. What is this, fucking 2020? What are we doing? Dude, he's out here smoking on Watch Mojo top 10s. That's exactly right, Phantomaniac. My boy is bouncing. I don't know how else to put it to you. My brother is bouncing. But yeah, no, I mean, if you've got some spare time and you're interested, go and listen to the beef in order again, and just listen to how many traps Kendrick lays for Drake. And then when you're finished listening to the train wreck that is the Heart Part 6, go and watch the music video for Not Like Us, and just to put a bow on it, it is, as much as I want more out of the beef, even though we've been fed so much, I feel like the Not Like Us music video is such a perfect bow on the gift, basically. Like it's done. It's like Family Matters is a really, really easy to listen to, catchy diss from Drake. Like, I think regardless of how many writers or how much of the creative input was done by other people, the track itself, just looking at that, is it's actually a good track. I mean, obviously a lot of the things said on it were always silly and ridiculous, but it's still crazy, right? But when you listen to it in order, hearing Family Matters and then hearing Meet the Grahams is crazy, but hearing Family Matters and then The Heart Part 6 and then watching the video is the true whiplash moment. It's, oh man. Oh man. God, I'm sorry. I've already subjected my girlfriend to this enough. I've already stood in front of the TV pointing out the references enough, okay? I'm that guy. I'm that guy. I'm that guy going, look, all right, all right, Kendrick's wearing white. Now, what does this represent? I'm literally the curtains were blue guy. No! How did this happen? I feel myself transforming. There are two wolves inside me. What the hell happened? Do a 4-hour documentary on it? No, dude. Look, there's experts at that. You gotta watch the What's the Dirt breakdowns of the tracks. Some of the stuff he says, some of it, I feel like isn't spot on, but a lot of the stuff that he says, I think is, and which makes it really interesting. But he also offers like he's obviously broke down every single lyric to its like finest bits. So it's really interesting. What's the Dirt? You gotta, if you're interested in the beef, watch his breakdowns on, particularly, I think he's done Euphoria and 616 so far. They're really good. They're like they're the videos that people will watch in 10 years when they want to learn about the beef, I think. Really, really good. Really good stuff.
Can I do for you, sir?
Don't let this distract you from the fact that Shrek 5 has just been announced. Yeah, the beef was a psyop. They were trying to distract us from Shrek 5. They won't succeed. Don't tell no lies about me and I won't tell truths about you. That's it. That's it. No, you know, I followed the whole thing way too closely because I've always been a massive fan of Kendrick. And I've always been not so much a fan of Drake. And obviously Kendrick being so close to the genre and so close to the culture that he talks about, he has way more of an insight than I ever did. But I hate to be the person that goes, oh yeah, I always thought that guy was a little strange. Like he always, you know, my gut's never wrong. It's never, I hate that. But like with Drake in particular, I've always been like, yeah, there's certainly some bangers, but something about him like rubs me up the wrong way. And it's like, I do remember, I can't remember exactly what year it was, but he came out with something. I think it was the first time that he was doing the UK drill performance. And I was like, this is so strange, right? Like there is something to this. Like again, not being like super ingrained in that culture, I didn't see it the way that somebody like Kendrick would obviously see it, and obviously it would have been extremely infuriating to be that close to it and see somebody doing it like that, but and repeatedly too, with a bunch of different sounds and a bunch of different cultures, but I just always found it strange. And then so when this started and it kicked off, I was just absolutely enamored by that. Like obviously the accusations about like minors and stuff is way worse, but like in comparison, but I think the cultural stuff sticks more because there's undisputed evidence for literally like a decade of him doing exactly that, taking from basically every possible source that he can, disregarding the sources that he takes them from when he's finished, as if they're just used to him eventually. It's like just worthless second hands that he can just cast aside when he's done with them. That stuff sticks more because I feel like there's more tangible evidence of it. Like obviously Drake's done a bunch of stuff on video that's like super questionable, but and like his lifestyle lends itself to that being more believable. But I think that's the stuff that really sticks when this is all said and done. That's like the real provable, tangible thing that you don't even need to collect receipts for, because it's like it's right in front of everybody's face, and everybody's just kind of like let it go for a super long time. Hey, see you later, lols. Anyway, Jesus, I said I wasn't gonna yap about this long. Oh my god, where did I even put the pumpkin car? What am I doing? Did I leave it over here? Did it just disappear? This is the worst day of my life. See you later, lols. Appreciate you, dude. Yeah, I know about the video and stuff. All of that shit's terrible, obviously, but I'm talking more about like Kendrick posing it as like there being a like a whole him being involved in like human trafficking, basically. Like that sort of stuff is like way worse, obviously, but it's harder to nail down exactly to a T with like specific evidence, you know what I mean? Like all of it sticks, because at the end of the day, I think the smartest thing that he did was with the video is like the final nail in the coffin, I think, because Kendrick has said some things that are like technically unsubstantiated, but every single thing that Drake has said is now disproven. Like, I don't think there's a single thing he said that hasn't been shown to be false. Is this my Roman Empire? It actually might be. There's not a day since it started that I haven't thought about it. Because it's just like, I'm a super big fan of the genre, obviously, but this is just like monumental to me. Like, I think this is I genuinely think, like, in terms of music, it's like a very historically significant thing, which is really interesting. But anyway, whatever. Who cares, man? Poetry class with Kendrick. One more thing I'll say is, like, regardless of the actual punches of the beef, like the stuff that hits the hardest, it's surprising to me that Drake even responded and sort of fell into the trap, knowing how much, like, knowing how conceptual and methodical Kendrick has been basically his entire career. Like, you're literally approaching somebody and wanting to going directly into somebody's trap who you know, who's literally known for being extremely tactical. They know exactly how to, like, not just call you a fuckwit, for example, but they will build an entire, like, multi-layered concept around the fact that you're a fuckwit, and then it will take people years to break down all the ways in which he called you a fuckwit. Like, that's terrifying. Like, he could have just not responded for a while and then returned to it on his terms. He knew, obviously, Kendrick had problems with him. They had problems with each other, so he could have just returned to it at any time. But he was so egotistical. He had the hubris to just think, no, you know, I can throw some short jokes around. I can claim that he, you know, is a domestic abuser, and, like, we'll be good, because I'm always going to do the biggest sales. I'll always be the bigger artist, and I'm too entrenched to really be affected by this, which is crazy. It's unbelievable. I can't believe it happened. Have you heard the sus version of Family Matters? I've heard the sus version of everything. They're the definitive versions. They're the ones that should be put on vinyl, in my opinion. Meet the Grahams was like a full psych evaluation. It was a family tree breakdown. He was digging around the tree and taking photos of the roots. It was fucking unbelievable. Have you listened to Wagwan Delilah? Of course I have. I mean, on rotation. Obviously. Would have been diabolical is bringing Pusha T as a feature. I've heard a lot of people say that, but I'm really glad that he didn't, because as much as Kendrick ended up saying a lot of new things about Drake and showing things from new perspectives, I think like the most interesting part is the entire initial approach to the beef from Kendrick was to point out what had already been stated by everybody for like a decade, which at first a lot of the criticisms about Euphoria, for example, were that he didn't come with any new information or new punches. But what I think's been realized in retrospect is it's even more scathing to realize that everything he said has been said by multiple people in the space for like over 10 years. It's like, that's worse. He's basic. It's like a compilation of all the genuine criticisms that he seems to always escape from. but obviously can't be escaped from in such a high-profile feud. Like, that's terrifying. There's like the whole, I won't go into it too much, but like the whole undisputable truths theory about Kendrick's approach to the beef. Like, if you watch those videos that I recommended from the What's the Dirt fella, they make a lot of sense. Even if like the angle wasn't fully intended, it comes across that way like perfectly. And I have to assume that that it was intended, because everything was just like, I don't know how long Kendrick planned on putting something like this together, but his intentions were like, he knew exactly what they were. He basically didn't make a misstep, which is fucking unbelievable. Like, it's already hard enough to write an album that you can spend years and years on perfectly and not make any mistakes or missteps, but to sort of go into a volatile situation where the goalposts can shift, the rules can change on a whim, especially in the age of social media, and then to still just come out looking like everything went according to plan, like some sort of mad genius. How do you even do that with so many eyes on you and so many ears like pinned to everything that you say? It's fucking unbelievable. It's honestly, even if you're not interested in rap music, I think purely from like I don't know, man, from like a drama perspective almost, like if you're literally witnessing somebody who's about as like egotistical as you can imagine, has so much hubris, just get deconstructed by somebody who's laid a complex trap. I mean, it's seriously impressive. It's crazy. I don't know. I find it very interesting. I'll yap it up when I'm ready, all right? And I'll wrap it up when I'm readier. Anyway. Whatever. It's interesting to me anyway, so you'll have to deal with it, I'm afraid.
What can I do for you?
Pumpkin car? Yeah, sure. Oh, Drake's on Twitch Whispers, for sure. The most satisfying cancellation of the decade? Man, yeah, it's Lex Luthor uses the Deconstructor, but Kendrick Lamar uses the Deconstructor, you know what I'm saying? It, like, on another level. Anyway. Nah, no thoughts, Wesman. Thoughtless. Nothing running through this head at all. Alright. Let's wrap this up. We might get the rest of the, gold bricks at the fun house and then call it a day. We did a couple of missions there. That was good. I sent you 3 emotes earlier today. Have you seen them? Did you email them, Soap? I think I saw a Soap email. I'm bad at checking my DMs and stuff if that hasn't already become obvious. I'll have a proper look after this. Wayne Tower dopamine hit? You know what? Why not? You listen to me yap. I can do that for you, at the very least. Hey, random thought, what's your opinion on the Drake-Kendrick drama? Dude, no thoughts. I don't think. Okay, I'm here to collect bread, play video game. No thinky. Alright, is this doing as much for you as it is for me? Because, not gonna lie to you, this is real world achievement happening right in front of your eyes. What's your thoughts on the Bruce and Clark drama? Well, look, we'll be yapping about that all day. That has serious ramifications for humanity itself, so might not want to get too deep into that one. If you thought I could yap about the Kendrick beef, you don't want to see what I can do on the Clark beef, alright? Gets pretty wild out here. Where even is the funhouse? It's over in the corner here, right? I'm so boring using Superman all the time. Let's, like, mix it up. Who else do I have that can... Let's moth it. Let's moth it, dude. Why not? Would you vote for Donald Trump or Drake? Oh, man. I don't know, dude. Drake would turn, like, the USA into a... I mean, the age of consent is certainly getting lowered. That's the first policy being put in place. So I don't know about all that. They're that's such a bait question. They're both terrible candidates, I think. But anyway, stop. Stop. We're not doing American politics here, brother. Don't even ask. Don't even ask. Don't even ask me. Shit, I fell into Kendrick's trap. That was so Lamar-esque. What the hell? He just laid it out for me. Fuck, I fell into it. Now I know how Drake did. Shit. It just happens. When a master tactician comes after you, you don't stand a chance. Shit. God damn it. Ah. Well, look, that's just how it is, right? Does anyone remember when Kanye was considered for president right before he went insane? There's a lot of, like... I know this is nothing particularly new, but, like... I feel like it's becoming a little bit more prevalent. There's a lot more celebrities that I think are thinking about running for president and would actually entertain the idea of it being possible. Like The Rock, for example, and even Jimmy Beast has expressed interest. I mean, like, it sounds silly, but in the age of, like, social media and this new wave of idolization of celebrities and stuff like that, I mean, I can see it. I could see it at least being a possibility, which is kind of scary. Did I just get hammered? I'm getting hammered out here. What the hell? At the funhouse? No! No, this is the wrong character to be doing this to. I have the perfect opportunity. What am I doing? Hold on. Ah, come on. Don't be lazy. Make it so it only destroys him when he gets... This is silly. Come on. Alright. Let's line this up. For the satisfaction. Oh, it's so good. I could probably get it into the middle a little bit more, which would be nice as well. Oh, it's so good. I mean, that's better than any gold brick we could pick up. That's better than any amount of studs. That's just pure distilled happiness right there. It doesn't get much better than that. Someone clip that? I imagine there'll be a lot of views on that clip. Remember the thing you said during your Arkham Knight playthrough? I think it was about a gas chamber or something. Do you remember that? No, no recollection. I have no idea what you're talking about. Got, no. Somebody must have hit me with a forgetful stick or something. I don't know. Got no clue what you're talking about. Anyway, let's play Bat in a Bucket. That's what this one's called. Alright. That was thrilling. That was thrilling. I'm really happy about that. Stream 50? Was that on 5-0? It's not even a big deal. I don't know. I know it's a meme, but what? It's like, what's going on, brother? You never heard those words put together before? Alright. This is my least favorite carnival game so far, not because it's a little janky. I'll tell you why. Something that you probably haven't focused much on is the prizes that we can win from this game. Have a fucking look at them, brother. And really tell me honestly if you want that in your house, in your home, in your possession. Take a hard, long look at them. What is going on here? Why is every single one out of some horror experience? It's mascot horror before mascot horror. What is this? Fits the rest of the city? I mean, unironically, the Mr. Freeze one, I think in the bottom left, I think that's what that's meant to be. Terrifying. And the Batman one is terrifying as well. The Brucey smile is yeah. Something's going on there. Look at this ominous little back room, too. Look at this. Look at this. What is this? Somebody gets murdered in a room like that and held for several weeks. That's terrible. I don't know, dude. I don't know about that. See, there's little glimpses of that. I think the Funhouse in particular, they could have channeled a little bit more of their Lego Batman 1 swag with something like that. Like, it's actually the environmental design here is really nice. I feel like they should have ran with it a little bit more. It still doesn't completely abandon it the way that Lego Batman 3 does, but that general aesthetic is so nice. Great. I will say one thing though, some of those later Lego Batman 3 levels are excellent as well. There's one in like I'm not sure if it'll appear in the next episode or not. I haven't decided how much of the footage I'm going to use for this next one, but there's like a forest planet. I can't remember what lantern it is. The level is excellent. It's like one of the best looking Lego levels I've ever seen. It's seriously really well done. Like, there's so many moving bits of the environment and different animals flying around, and the planets are awful in Lego Batman 3. I hate them. Surely we're not talking about the same thing. In Gotham, every room is room you would get murdered in. That's true. That's true. The hub worlds, I still don't really know if I've found the hub worlds. I've had to cut a lot of me out of the video asking, is this the hub world? Because it's really annoying. The first 2 episodes were so full of that. It's really silly. It's really, really bad. There's too much of it. Every new location I go to is like, oh, so this is the hub world, right? Oh, this is the hub world? Cool. Oh, this must be it. They're not unlocked until the end of the game? I wonder, I've only done a very small amount of side content, so I wonder if I've seen them. But yeah, the episodes are going well. The episodes are going good. I'm doing it kind of in a slow way because I've cut up like hours and hours of footage, and I'm not sure like how much of the footage is going into each episode. It's looking like there might be like 2 or 3 more main episodes of season 3 by the looks of it. So, yeah, it's going well though. I'm pretty happy with it so far. And then hopefully once those are out, we can keep the ball rolling this time a little bit more, you know? It's been like a bigger lull in videos than I wanted there to be, but this is kind of how it goes sometimes, I guess. I need to run into these, right? These ones are nice and simple. This is my kind of gold brick. I mean, look. The dopamine is dopamining right now. Alright. Beautiful. Oh, the VODs just posted. Shout out Eyezayar VODs. And all the good they do. Well, that's a good place to call it off, I think. Wrap it up here. You've now got a Dark Souls VOD to indulge in as background noise, if you so please. A little bit of a shorter one today, but I do have like a bunch of stuff I want to get done today, so feels like a pretty good place to call it. Thank you, everybody. These streams are very fun. I appreciate you being here. Do you know who runs the VODs channel? Yeah, I've spoken to the VODs channel owner a couple of times. They're very nice. They're very lovely people. And they are providing the VODs to the world at a pace that I probably wouldn't be able to match. So they're doing good stuff. The VODs channel just started out as like I mean, it still basically is. I don't really have, I don't have like a whole lot of involvement in the VODs. I changed some titles and stuff like that, but it started out as just somebody posting them so that they could personally have them to watch. But yeah, it just sort of caught on. So I have no problem with people being able to catch live streams. The only thing that I slightly worry about is like, I don't want any of the videos to get like too recommended, if that makes sense. So usually I'll like change titles or thumbnails just to keep it low key, because the VODs channel isn't meant to be like something that like replaces the main channel stuff in any way. It's just basically for people who watch the stream who can't make the stream, or who are interested in the stream to catch the VODs, you know. So that's really the only involvement I have. The whole posting process is done by I Am Pumpkin Pie. I don't think they can make the actual streams very often. Sorry, I just realized you're in the void. All right, thanks everybody. Thanks for listening to the yaps. Thanks for the support as always. I'll be back tomorrow. Probably more Lego Batman, but might work Dark Souls 2 closer into the rotation again. I'm not really sure. That was really fun yesterday. I actually feel a little bit bad because the guy who killed us, who I accidentally got like sucked into his world, he was... I was just joking, but I realized how harsh I had been speaking about him the entire time. I didn't think he was actually watching the stream, but I'm like, get a load of this coward and so on and so forth. If he ever hears this, it's you know, it was all in it was all in good fun. I didn't think he was actually listening. Oh god. Anyway, thanks everybody. Thank you again to everybody who gifted a sub and resubbed and gave bits today. I appreciate you guys. He still plays DS2. Yeah, I mean, look, he's been there for sure. All right, thanks everybody. Thank you again to Line for the wonderful emotes as well. It's nice to have some new ones in here after so long, and they look great. So thank you for that. And look out next stream for the tier 2 the tier 2 emote as well. Because it's a really good one. It might be Line's best work. I'm not sure if it'll stay in tier 2, but we'll see what happens. It's a really good one. It's gonna be highly requested, I think. Maybe we'll have to move it into the general rotation. I'm not sure. Definitely took the longest. Yeah, it looks super good. Basil Criminal Edit on YouTube right now. You'll love it. All right, I'll watch it off stream. All right. Cheers, everybody. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you very much. Goodbye.